Good morning all. Welcome back to Musings of Law by Advocate Jayashree. Today's topic, we are continuing with the connection between law and dharma. So as I already told you in the last video, I don't want to repeat, but this is based on Hindu customs and beliefs. Today we will be seeing Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha means if we do our duty, duty will protect us. This is the another basic tenet given in the scriptures. So, dharmo rakshati rakshitaha, if we do our duty will protect us. Now, our duty is not a human being or a person to protect us. Even I am aware of that. But when we do our duty, the duty itself protects us. If you see the Contract Act, see, all of you know, at least you must be aware that all the laws which are there in India, these have been taken as given in the law books. These have been taken from Indian customs and practices as well, along with laws of other countries like America, Russia, like so many other countries. Okay? So, this is what is given in the law books, along with Hindu customs and Indian customs, let us say, not Hindu, Indian customs and practices, even other countries' customs and practices and laws are taken into consideration, and it is based, Indian laws are based on those. Now, when I am talking about the duties of a person, each of us have our own duties and responsibilities. If you get a resume, for example, you are getting a job. Obviously, that will entail the job responsibilities which you have to perform as the employee of the company, in whichever position you are. So, that is the dharma of that particular job. If you are a CEO, you have to perform the duties of CEO. If you are an employee, other than that, staff or software engineer or whatever, then you have to perform that duty. Me as an advocate, I have to perform the duties of an advocate. Now, if all of us perform the duties in a disciplined manner, that is whatever is given to us, we once you get the job offer, for example, because that's the easiest to understand for all, once you get the job offer, there will be a separate page, or the same page will contain job responsibilities, the job profile as you call it now. So whatever are the responsibilities given to you under that particular heading, that will become your duty, dharma. Dharma is nothing but duty. So that will become your duty. Once you perform that duty diligently, nothing can harm you. Why? Because the duty which you have performed itself will protect you. Okay. Now let me take a small example. For example, we have in labor court, we have many cases, labor tribunal as it is called nowadays. So in labor tribunals, we have we have cases in labor tribunals. Okay. Now labor tribunal is a place where an employee can approach the court against the employer on various labor laws, for various reasons given under the labor laws. Okay. Now, suppose there has been a termination, which was common earlier in India, because it was called pink slip in the software industry, right? So all of a sudden there will be recession, and because of that many industries would get affected, and there would be termination of many people, right? So there are few cases, I will not say that is wrong, but there are a few cases where the termination has happened without recession and without any valid reason, just because the boss or the superior or whoever it is finds some fault, which is not actually the fault of the employee who has been terminated, and the employee is terminated on that particular ground. Now, when this happens, it becomes illegal termination, unlawful termination, not illegal, unlawful termination. So we have various provisions in labor law saying when can termination take place, when can there be a layoff, and all those conditions. So if you want to dispute that under the labor laws in the labor tribunal, what will you resort to? What will the advocate say, or what will you resort to as a union head, or whatever it is? First, you will approach and say that I am not at fault. These are all the duties which have been given to me, and these are all the duties which I have done. So I have been doing my duty diligently. You cannot terminate me unlawfully. Okay? And in labor law, of course, all of you know that notice has to be given. Right? It is there in the job offer itself. Either the employer wants to terminate the employee, or the employee wants to quit the job, resign from the job. Then there is a certain notice period. Am I right? So even if that particular notice period is not given to the employee or to the employer for that matter, then the matter will go to the court. Whatever it is, again, what you should show, that I have done my duty diligently, I have done it properly, I have done as what is expected of me, what is required of me, not expected of me, what is required of me. Because if I say expect, then it would lead to a wrong conclusion. Why? Because expectations are always high. Am I right? We think that, okay, whoever comes in should perform best. Right? All of us have that expectation. So I wouldn't say that it's an expectation. I would say that it is the requirement. Whatever are the requirements for the particular job, one is of course the eligibility criteria, but the duty part I am talking about, the performance of the duty. Okay, as given in the contract. What is the contract? The job offer. So performance of duty, if it has been done diligently by the person, then even if the employer goes to the court saying that this is not unlawful termination, so and so person has been doing like this. Okay, and if the staff has sufficient evidence to show that the duty has been done diligently, or if the employer is unable to prove that the duty done by the particular employee is not proper. If the employer is unable to prove that the duty done by the particular employee is not proper, he is unable to prove it. The employer just says, okay, this is what the employee has done, so I had to incur a lot of loss because of him or her, whatever it is. So in that case, what will happen? The court will ask for proof. So if the employer is unable to prove that the loss occurred due to the person, or that the person has not been doing the duty diligently, then the case will suffer as far as the employer is concerned, and the employee will win the case. Right? So this is a simple example for dharmo rakshati rakshitah. Even under contracts, civil contract or whichever contract you enter into, or contract between companies, or we have something called the Consumer Protection Act. Am I right? All of you are aware of it. So Consumer Protection Act, how will you connect Consumer Protection Act to dharmo rakshati rakshitah? That means what? What are the duties and responsibilities of the seller? What are the duties and responsibilities of the buyer? Am I right? If these two duties have been done diligently, yet there has been some dispute, then the judgment will be different. But if either the buyer or the seller, whoever is accusing the other person of not doing the duty properly, if that person is able to prove that either the buyer or seller, whichever is the person who is not filing the case, if the other person is able to prove that the duty of the seller or the buyer has not been done properly, then again it comes under dharmo rakshati rakshitah. If the duty has not been done properly, then, and it has been proved in the court, that's very important for a court case. So if it has been proved in the court that the duty has not been done diligently, then again the party, that is the person or the company who has not done the duty properly, will suffer. You can take any law, company law you take up. We have to file returns to the registrar on various under various sections from time to time. If that is not done, then the penalty will be attracted. Income tax, that's our duty. If we don't file, then that becomes a So this is what we basically say duty and performance. So that is dharmo rakshati rakshitah. If we perform our duties diligently and as required of the position which we are in, or as citizens we file income tax, so even if that is also not done, then in that case we have failed in the duty. If the government is not doing something, government has failed in its duty. Nobody is above law, right? So dharmo rakshati rakshitah basically means if we have performed our duties properly, the very performance of the duty will protect us. Okay, the only change when it comes to law and custom is in court we have to prove that the duty has been done diligently. Otherwise it will become a bit of a problem. But ultimately truth prevails, as we can see in all the emblems in all the courts. Satyameva jayate. Let us hope that becomes true and always shall remain true. Thank you.